Can you speak a little bit on what you've been able to do in the prison system and barber and everything that goes on with that?
That's like, that side of my life has become one of the most important things to me, and honestly, one of the things I'm most proud about because, when I originally like prayed for this opportunity and this path, I said, God, I want to impact, and I don't care what it looks like. I'm ready to receive whatever you give me. Right? I don't have an immediate connection to incarceration. It's not like, oh, my dad's locked up, this is why I wanted to do this. But, I believe that I have empathy and I believe that I feel for others. And if you can do that, you can bring change. And I feel that opportunity walked into my life. And if I were to say no to it because I felt like, it's not me, like, man, I have an opportunity to change lives here. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to take that regardless of what I think it looks to me. Yeah. Like, that's what I prayed for and asked for, and I'm ready to receive that. So, shout out to my brother Scott Budnick, who was the first to reach out to get me started on this. He's a producer, made Project X, Hangover, like all these crazy movies. Worked with Todd Phillips for 16 years. So like when he first hit me up, I got a text and he's like, yo, my name's Scott Budnick. I just got your number from, a mutual that we had in the NBA. I produced this and that. Are you free for a call? So when he first hit me up, I'm thinking like, yo, I'm about to get drafted for the next Hangover 4. Like, put me on the big screen. What's up? Like, what you need, Scott? Yeah. And he was like, yeah, man, I've worked in California prisons for the last 20 years. I want to, a lot of the juveniles have been sharing your videos. Like, I want to take you to the inside and see what we can do. And I was like, that's different, man. Like, I never really thought about that. But if this is what's walking into my life, I'm ready to receive. So I'm like, yo, let's do it. 2 weeks later, I booked a flight. I'm in Lancaster prison, level 4 prison in California for, 8 hours a day. And it was a life-changing experience, man. And, I'm proud to say now, like through that process from that idea of that first call a year later, we got approved construction, floor plan laid out, and we're in the building process for the first barber school in California prison history. And it's important because I just want to make sure that like I do something here and I share something, a blueprint, and I hand something to somebody that they can actually take and apply. Yeah. If I just motivate you and say some shit that sounds good, but that's not enough. If you can't learn and I can't give you something and you can't apply it and you can't like actually say I learned, because there's a lot of people that are trying to share, motivate, but they're not going to tell you the real shit. Mm-hmm. They're not going to tell you like to actually do a podcast like this or to actually create content, what it actually takes and what that looks like. They want to make shit sound sweet, like it's a fake story from the outside in. But like, man, I've never been one to hold game from anybody. Like, what's a blessing if you can't share with others? So I feel blessed just to be in that position. I was able to use my influence and my platform to push through some hurdles to make sure that they can get a license while incarcerated.
Well, it's very similar to the military, because when you get out of a structured environment, and it is a structured environment, you know where you're going to be at what time every single day. You know what your day is going to consist of. And then you don't have an opportunity once you get out. Like, what skills do you have? What
exactly? Yeah.
Same thing in the military. It's like, what you're giving them a viable skill. It's like, oh, I can go out and I can get a job in this immediately, and I at least have a way of making a living or
it's the transition is the transition is hard, man. Athletes go through it. People in military go through it. You spend your whole life, doing this one thing. You're programmed one way, and especially as an athlete, man. I know lots of athletes that go through it, like post retirement. My whole life, I was the best hooper. I can't hoop no more. Like, what do I do? Yeah. Or I gone through like this rehabilitation, been locked up 20 years. I came out like, what do I have now? Mm-hmm. Like I think prison is supposed to rehabilitate.
That's what I think a lot of people forget when like prison is brought up, just because of it has such a negative connotation.
Man, absolutely,
that it's really about rehabilitation. And like, sure, these people did something wrong. They did something illegal, but that whole system is meant to like change their trajectory, and go down like a more positive route for society.
It's what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't, man. It doesn't. It kind of just like a lot of people think, you lock somebody up, it fixes the problem. It just hides it.
But
it doesn't fix it.
But what you're doing, even though it wasn't what you saw yourself doing, like you're part of the solution that is like trying to fix that,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna like, bro.
No, I'm not saying,
I'm not the solution. Like, we're starting.
You're not.
We're starting some great shit in California, but it also has been done in many other states. So like, credit to all the instructors, people that have put together other programs, because like it's just what we need, man. It's just like people got to come out and have something that they can hold on to, because you do 20 years locked up for some shit, man, and you come back, you're put in the same community with the same people, and nothing's changed in the hood. Mm-hmm. You come back to the same thing, but you don't have anything to your name. Now you got to go find love again. You got to go find a system. You got to go find opportunity. And, a lot of people don't come out with the chance to do so. And, you know, I just feel grateful, bro, that like, you know, people years now, like way past when I'm gone, will be able to graduate from Vic Blends Academy and like take care of their family again.